Upgrade your body, 5 simple steps. So if you're working out or driving, just consider listening. I'm going to share with you the best I can how to upgrade your body and share with you 5 simple steps. If you do have access to pen and paper, consider grabbing it because I'm going to share with you some things that you might want to write down, internalize, keep it deep in your soul, right? So if you have that, great. If you just want to listen in and take it in, that's one way to do it too. So to upgrade your body, 5 simple steps. First things first, consider having a clear, specific goal. So if you could wave a realistic magic wand and you can have your body, your health, your energy, any kind of way you wanted it to be between now and say a year from now, what would that look like for you? Think about it. The more specific and the clearer and the more specific you can be on your goal, the better. But let's even start off with a basic goal like a body weight and a body fat percent. What I like about those is it's very clear. It's very specific. There are other ways to measure progress, right? But a body weight and a body fat percent really puts us on a clear, specific goal, right? So let's do a little exercise now. We're going to take your goal, right? Say you have a body weight that you want to get to and at a body fat percent. Now, first, let me address body fat percent because not everyone, you might not have a clear understanding of what a body fat percent range looks like. But there are different body fat percents. Like say, for example, someone that's Jay's in the house training triceps and biceps 3 times a week, trying to bring up your arms. That sounds like a really good arm program. So take your goal, right? And then let's set it up as a affirmation, right? So one thing is I'm building my fitness journey. As I set a target, and I have one now, it's 190 pounds and at or below 10% body fat. But I'm currently about 180 pounds at around 10% body fat. So I want to add 10 pounds of lean muscle. That's my current goal, right? So that's my specific goal, right? So that's the thing. It's as Jay would know, is I'm talking about setting clear, specific goals, knowing exactly where we're headed, right? So if you have yours, we're going to set it up into like an affirmation / prayer. You can consider it either way. And here it is. I am happy and grateful now that I am, and then you state your goal, right? I'll do mine for an example. I am happy and grateful now that I am at least 190 pounds and at or below 10% body fat. That's a fitness mindset, right? So I know exactly where I'm headed. So I'm en route to that goal. But the trick with the affirmation / prayer is that we're saying we are happy and grateful now in the current time. We are happy and grateful right now that I am 190 pounds. I'm stating my goal that I'm happy and grateful now. You know, I don't know if you've ever followed Arnold J, but Arnold Schwarzenegger, he used to do visualizations like this, and he would say he would see himself up on the stage winning months in advance. And we as fitness enthusiasts, all of us, we can do the same thing. We can look at where we want to go. For me, I'm currently 180 pounds, 10% body fat. My goal is to be at least 190 pounds and at or below 10% body fat, right? So I have a clear, specific goal. 85. Drop my water. 85 kilograms now, not far. Gonna maintain. So you're trying to get your now 85 kilograms, and your goal was 87. All right. So you're looking to add 2 more kilograms. Right. Yes. So you're building as well. Great. So that's the thing. So we set our goal and we say them every day. That's one mental tip, is that we're saying our goal in the present tense. I am happy and grateful now that I am, in Jay's case, 87 kilograms. So you're just kind of thinking about that goal, right? I hope that makes some sense. So that's the very core of upgrading our bodies, is having a very clear, very specific goal, knowing where we're headed, right? Now, what are the 5 simple steps? It's what I teach to myself and what I've teach to my clients and recommend for you to consider is basically 5 simple steps: exercise, nutrition, recovery, supplementation, and mindset. Right? Now we're going to break them down each. I'll say them one more time in case someone's taking notes. Exercise, nutrition, recovery, supplementation, and mindset. Right? So those are the 5 simple steps. Right? Now I'm just going to break them down and just share the basics and fundamentals, right, of how to upgrade your body with the 5 simple steps. So when it comes to exercise, imagine for a moment, I believe having a combination of cardiovascular exercise and strength training exercise, having a combination of each, right? So imagine for a moment that we have a twin engine airplane and we're flying along. One engine is cardiovascular engine. One engine is strength training engine, right? So we're flying along and we want both engines going strong. That's what's going to optimize our engine. And you can do it a bunch of different ways, so many different ways you can do, but having a combination, the concept is to have a combination of cardiovascular exercise in your program and strength training in your program. Right. Now, when building out a strength training program, I feel I eat 180 grams of protein a day. What about you? I've fluctuated mine over the years, and I've been all over the place. I'm currently 56 and looking to add 10 pounds of lean muscle, but I'm not going crazy on the protein. I'm actually 30. I'm really only about 100 grams per day really is where I'm at with it. So between my food and my shakes, I take two shakes and a meal or two, and I'm about 120 max. That's about where I'm at. I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but I'm also going for health and long-term health. So I'm 56. I actually just bought some today. I have it in the fridge. And so I'm just trying to eat as clean as I can and build as clean as I can. So keeping the body fat under 10% as I'm building, right? So as I'm building, right? So speaking of building, what about I have to look that up. I don't know much about that. You can share what you like about that, and then I can look it up. Mycoprotein. I'm not sure about that one, but yeah, I'm curious now that you brought it up. So when it comes to training, I'm basically going to share 5 basic things to make up a complete good training program. First, so proper form, variety, intensity, proper training principles, and consistency. So I'll say it one more time. Proper form, variety, intensity, proper training principles, and consistency. Great cutting. It's a mushroom-based. I love mushroom-based products. I'm going to look up that mycoprotein, and I love mushroom-based things. I'm looking for ways to get more mushrooms in my diet. So thanks. I'm going to look into that. I love the idea what the health benefits they can bring. So let's look at first proper form. Okay. So why would proper form be important? Think about it. Let's see. Have a huge protein. Oh, I would love for you to send it to me. Yes, you can send it to my website, mark@weightlosssolutions.work.com. So my first name, Mark, M-A-R-K, at weightlosssolutions.work.com. That's my email. And I'm not sure about magic mushrooms. Is that the healthy kind or the kind that gets you to feel euphoric? I haven't, I'm not super knowledgeable in that area. So, but I'm curious. So mushroom curious, right? So let's proper form. Why would proper form be important? Two big reasons to consider proper form. One is so that we don't get hurt. That's a big reason. In the gym, we want to do proper form so we don't get hurt. You don't want to get hurt. Then also so that we exercise the muscle effectively, right? Two big reasons to do proper form, right? Oh, psychedelic. Yeah, I haven't done them. Actually, I did it one time, maybe 25, 30 years ago, and I swore I'd never do them again. I don't know if that's the same kind that they're talking about. And it wasn't a good experience, but yeah, I'm not too knowledgeable in that area. I'm curious. So proper form so that we don't get hurt, so that we exercise the muscle effectively. Now, how can you learn proper form? You know, back in the day when I was coming up in the 80s, learned in bodybuilding, I would study magazines and watch the descriptions of like incline chest press. Oh, Ben, tell you how to do the elbows and everything. You could read descriptions of it. Now on YouTube, you can look up, create your workout routine, then look up the exercises online and study them. And then when you go in the gym to exercise, you implement it and refer to the videos. Write your email here. Here, let me do it on here. Let's see here. Let's see, Mark at Weight Loss Solutions. It's kind of long, but it's the website thatwork.com. And I think that's it. Okay. Thanks, Jay. Appreciate that. Appreciate it very, very much. I'm really curious. Thank you. Favorite 5-day splits that work within 7 days. You know what I do, Jay? Lately, I'll just share with you. Have you tried open chat GBT? Man, I find all kind of variations. It's like a virtual assistant. And I've just created all kind of fun 5-day splits because I love working out 5 days a week as well. As I don't know how many other people like to. And the 5-day splits, I just say, create me a 5-day split, and based on my goals, certain things that I want to bring up, my weaknesses that I want to bring up, and I ask for keep the volume relatively low. I'm natural bodybuilding, and keep the select certain basic for exercises for mass, and then I set the parameters. How many reps, rest intervals, tempo. I ask it, and then I plug all that in, and then it gives me something. And then 4 weeks later, I'll take all that data and I'll say, create me something else, mix it up. And then that's just one way to do it. So I don't really have a favorite, but I just love working out 5 days a week too. And, I stick to the exercises that I want to bring up the most. Probably my favorite exercises right now are incline barbell chest press, incline Smith press, barbell curl, reverse grip bench press, rack pulls with shrug, barbell rows, pull-ups, squats, Bulgarian split squats, leg curls, all the dynamics of the calf training, working the gastrocs, the soleus, and the anterior tibialis. But I love hitting it all, spreading in any kind of split. I don't mind the splits. I just love having a good workout and then working out 5 days a week. So we're breaking down the 5 principles of training. So we talked about proper form already. Now, speaking of what we're just talking about is variety. Now, why would variety in a strength training program be important? We just kind of hit on it with what we were talking, Jay and I were just kind of talking about, is that someone that's basically, I feel the longer someone works out, the more important that we keep variety into the routine. When you first start working out on a first journey, when you're a beginner in the strength training realm, your body responds almost to anything. It just responds so fast. And then years later, if you're still at it, if you're doing the same things and not adding variety, we can reach what's called a plateau, right? So adding variety, mixing it up occasionally is a way to do it. Currently, Jay, I don't know how you do it. How I mix mine up right now are 4-week increments. So I'm currently on, and last time I told you what my routine was. I have it pulled up on the Chat GBT. I had Chat GBT write me a program, and it's cardio 5 days a week in the morning, weight training 60 minutes a session, 5 sessions. It gives me my tempos, my rest, my progression to progress each week in the strengths in those areas, right? So, and I told you last time what my split was. I can go over it again if you want, but it's a random split, but it's based on my goals and what I want to bring up the most, like my upper chest, my biceps. I want to get them bigger, my triceps, back, glutes, calves, hamstring, basically everything, right? So we're going over the 5 principles of training. Okay, I'll post it here in a second. 5 principles of training. So we talked about proper form, variety, right? And let's see here. So anybody else has any questions, let me know. I'm going to write my split in the chat, right? Chest, shoulder, tri, day 1. Day 2. Whoops. Day 2. I didn't mean to hit. Day 2. Didn't mean to hit enter, but it did. That's okay. Back. By. Day 3. Lower body, glutes and abs. Body, glutes, abs. Day 4. Upper arms and shoulder emphasis. Arms, shoulder. Day 5. Full body. So on day 5 is kind of fun. So on day 5 is like a full body, which is not something I would normally do. But the AI actually spit out an interesting routine on the full body number 5. But we did arms. I did arms, glutes, abs. So yeah, so that's good. So yeah, so that's right there. So we're talking about the 5 fundamental principles of training. We covered proper form, variety. Number 3 is intensity. So when training with, what do you think about with training with intensity, and why is that important? So curious, what are your rest days? Currently, actually today ended up being a rest day, not on purpose. But then what I'll do is I either work out Monday through Friday, and I don't mind doing that. But I didn't go to the studio today, and I was taking care of some other stuff. So I'm just going to tack on Saturday. So I'll work out Saturday, whereas I normally wouldn't work out Saturday. So in this case, Tuesday and Sunday is my rest day, or it was going to be Saturday and Sunday. But I like working out on Saturday. It doesn't matter to me. I feel like I do need the 2 days rest, though. It helps me to recover for wherever the 2 days are. So we talked about proper form, variety, intensity. So intensity is challenging yourself, pushing yourself to the max, because when we push ourselves to the max, those last few reps of the exercise, that's where the overload occurs, and that's where the growth of the muscle occurs, right? The intensity, and I know Jay knows about that, right? So proper form, variety, intensity. Number 4th principle of training, proper training principles. There's all sorts of different training principles to include, many like compound sets, supersets, drop sets, circuit training, rest pause training, and you could do Google search and look them all up, and they're fun to include and mix in and sprinkle into our workouts. So you're not locked into days. Yeah, I have learned over time to kind of flex as long as I can get it all in. I never not get it in. But like today, I thought, well, today would be a good day to just take off. I have some work stuff I'm trying to get done and some other stuff. But then, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I can flex. And remember Bruce Lee. I don't know if you follow Bruce Lee, some of his writings. He would say, be like the tree that bends, So I try to go with, how I feel and on my journey. So I'm trying to gain 10 pounds of lean muscle as well. So I do, but I try to flex, But at the same time, I get my meals in, I get my sleep in, I'm looking forward to tomorrow and hitting my session really hard, my workout session. I'll do the cardio in the morning. I'll do the workout session probably around 8 a.m. And I just love it. So put on my headset, workout. It's going to be nice. So talked about proper form, variety, intensity, proper training principles. And then last but not least, consistency. And that's one thing it's very important. So think, depending on how hard the full body day is. Yeah, so that's why I think so Saturday will be the full body day, and then I'll have Sunday as a recovery day. So yeah, that's I think that's why they tacked it on the 5th day. It was kind of designed in my mind to be Monday through Friday. But I just kind of flexed with it today. I wanted to make it to Wednesday through Saturday, so no big deal. It still works. So proper form, variety, just to kind of summarize the proper training principles, what makes up a complete training program: proper form, variety, intensity, proper training principles, and then last but not least, consistency, right? And Jay, how long have you been exercising? I'm just curious. The power of consistency, that's the one thing that's so important. Imagine if we each have twins of ours and say we're going for a 1-year friendly little competition. We're going to meet back here in 1 year, and us, we eat consistently, we train consistently, we sleep consistently over a period of a year, and the other person starts off that way, but then misses a workout here and there, skips a meal here and there, doesn't always get the full amount of sleep. At the end of the year, who's going to have the best results? Probably the consistent person, right? So that's the thing. So power of consistency. And I must say, I started working out when I was 14. Now, part of it's probably I've just been obsessed with it, of fitness. I've always loved it and had a passion for it, but I've never not done it. Some people have kind of taken times where, I didn't work out for this period of time or whatever. I've never gone through that period. I've always been consistent since, I guess, 40 years. And I love it. And I want to be a consistent another 40 years or more. I'd love to be. So anything's possible, right? So we're just doing the best we can to be as healthy as we can and to build the program. When I'm building out my program and I'm building out my client's program, What I'm looking for is proper form, number one, variety, intensity, proper training principles, and consistency. That makes up a complete training program. So let's see, since 2022, okay, when you went vegan, right on. Train. So when you went vegan, you started working out. Okay. I trained before, but no progressive overload, just moved my body. But since I did more serious and didn't consistently program, hope and change my program. Well, brother, I'm here for you. So I hope the ideas we're talking about helps. And how many days a week? How many days a week do you go right now? And how's your sleep? I'm just we're getting ready to talk. We're going to talk about sleep in a moment. But first, as Jay pointed out, he's vegan, as I am too. We're going to talk about nutrition. So imagine for a moment that we want to build a 2-story house from scratch. And imagine if we only have half the materials necessary to build the house, how far are we going to get? Well, probably about halfway, right? So the foods that we eat on a daily basis, the foods, our nutritional intake every day, are like the supplies that goes towards that builds our bodies, right? So I want to build 10 more pounds of muscle. So so we have to build the body by eating all the nutrition, right? So what kind of things do I recommend? A whole food plant-based diet composed generally, my diet and my recommendation is generally 50% fruits and vegetable, 25% whole grain, and 25% proteins like legumes, lentils, nuts, seeds, plant-based protein powders, right? Do 5-day split, 1 day upper, 1 day. Nice. 5-day split. Good. Well, good. I hope you enjoy your workouts. Good. Day 2, lower with side delts. I know those side delts. I'm really trying to bring up my side delts as well. So we want to have enough nutritional supplies like fruits, vegetables, whole grains, legumes, lentils, nuts, and seeds, plant-based protein powders to build our bodies, right? So that's really important. And then also, too, I feel that food affects our bodies in 4 different ways, which is going to affect us to build muscle and burn fat to upgrade our body. It affects our energy levels, our metabolism levels, our insulin levels, and our blood sugar levels, right? So imagine for a moment that we have a fireplace, and on one hand, we have a stack of oak wood, and on the other hand, we have a stack of paper, and not including, kindling and getting the fire started. But if you had to choose between the oak wood or the paper to burn in your fireplace, which one would you pick and why? So think about it. So a lot of us would pick the oak wood, right? And why? Because the oak wood is going to burn longer, slower, more efficiently. The paper is going to burn fast, not efficient. So foods like fruits and vegetables and whole grains and legumes and lentils and nuts and seeds and good, healthy, protein-based, plant-based smoothies are going to burn slow like that oak wood, right? So that's one thing to consider with the nutrition. Let's look at Jay's workout here. Your split's interesting. Gonna get big arms. I'm trying. Have a ways to go. Let's see. I'm not happy with them at all. Let's see. So 5-day split, 1 upper with no side delts. Day 2 with side delts. Day 3 rest. Day 4 chest back with arms. Woo! Day 5 lower. Day 6 chest and arms. Day 7 rest. I might start and train side delts on chest and back day as well. I don't like to train shoulder presses. Interesting. Yeah. Just curious, Jay, what's your strongest body part and what's your weakest body part? Just curious. So that's nutrition. Let's take briefly, while Jay's answering that, let's talk about recovery. So over the last few years, I've had the honor of training 3 different neurologists And I've done lots of research on sleep and come up to my recommendation, what I recommend to myself and to my clients, is a range of about 7.5 to 9 hours sleep a night, about 2 hours of REM and 2 hours of deep. And that's a little more challenging than what I thought when I first got into it, but it's so important. A lot of the experts in this field really say that getting the right amount of sleep, getting a good night's sleep, is the number one thing you, me, all of us can do for our health. Is just hitting that, it's hard to get 100% perfect night's sleep, but going for that, getting that perfect night's sleep, or at least a 90% or above, or doing the best we can. But getting that good quality night's sleep does so much. And also not just for health, but it does build muscle. It helps us build muscle. But then there is the health factor. And it is a very healthy thing to do, right? Very healthy thing to do. Better at back stuff than presses. I'm better at back than presses. Oh, I got you. Okay. All right. So you're better at the back stuff than the pushing stuff. Interesting. So that's recovery. Let's look at supplementation. I feel there are basically two categories of supplementation: nutritional supplementation and enhancement performance supplementation. Nutritional supplementation is like, I have 2 or 3 plant-based protein shakes on my counter behind me. That's a nutritional supplement. Enhancement performance supplement is like a creatine, which I take and recommend. And that is a good example of a strength enhancing supplement, right? So just understand the difference, and to be intelligent and be thoughtful about your supplement choices, thinking about what you need personally, and tailoring your supplement program, to what's best for your situation. There are many lateral raises. Yes, there are. There are a lot of many. I want big delts too. You take 5 a day. Yeah, I'm taking 10, but that's just me. But yeah, no, creatine is amazing. So supplementation. Last but not least is mindset. So we're going to wrap this conversation up with mindset. So imagine for a moment that we're trying to build a big 2-story building, or even bigger than that, a big office building. And we have this crane that's front in the building. And has a little person in the box that powers the crane, right? Our mindset is the person in the box. The crane is like our body. The thought is that our mind tells our body what to do, not the other way around. So if Jay sets up, we set up our workout. Hey, we're going to work out 5 days a week. We're going to do our cardio 5 days a week. We're going to eat 100% the way we know we need to. We're going to get all of our sleep. That's mindset. That's the mind. You telling your body what you're going to do. I'm going to do the workouts. I'm going to do the sleep. I'm going to do the food, right? I'm glad you do. I love it too. I've loved it my whole life, and I'm glad you love it. And I'd be honored to help you level up. So what are your goals from here, James? What are your goals? So wrapping it up from here, I guess you said 85, 87. How many kilograms? So, said back here earlier. For your goal. Oh, you said your goal is 87 kilograms. That's your goal. So that's the thing, the power of the mindset. And so just considering that and saying our affirmations every day. I am happy and grateful now that I am. Then say your body weight and your body fat percent. I do that every day. I am happy and grateful now that I am at least 190 pounds. And at or below 10% body fat, feeling strong and healthy like a supple leopard. I say that daily and I internalize it and I feel it in my soul that I'm grateful that I'm 190 pounds right now. I'm so happy. I'd be like, Arnold, if you ever seen The Pumping Iron, I called my mom and I told her I won already. And this is long before the competition ever happened. Arnold had predicted that he was going to win, and he saw himself winning. It's the power of visualization. I encourage you to see yourself exactly how you want to be, details and all. One way to kind of do this, and I'll let us go, is to go online and find physiques that you like, that look like what you aspire to, and then crop the physique, and you look at the physique and say, well, me at my optimal best, that's what it looks like. And that's one way to visualize. So you just look at this physique and think, me at my best, that's what I'm going to look like. And you keep that on your phone or somewhere close by and internalize it. And every day say our goal, our affirmation / prayer. I am happy and grateful now that I am. Our goal, I am happy and grateful now that I am your body weight and your body fat percent. I'm happy and grateful now that I am at least 190 pounds and at or below 10% body fat. Right? Thank you, Jay. I appreciate it. Behind the back, wrist height lateral raises with cuffs. Woo. Behind the back, both arm cable lateral raises. Behind the back. Wow. Thank you. Thank you. Right. Thanks, Jay. Yeah, I'm going to also, too, to let you and anyone else watching the replay, soon enough, I'm organizing. There it is. All right. This app right here, we're having an app, and I'm going to put my workouts, I'm going to design workouts, 5-day-a-week workouts, and 4s and 3s. And you can download them for free and follow the workout. So that's coming soon. So maybe hopefully the next 2 to 4 weeks, it'll be ready. But so anyway, it'll have that app, and it's on the Android and in the iPhone store. It's God willing will be coming. Thanks for Jay for all the input. I appreciate your passion. I'm passionate about it too. Tomorrow, let's see. What do I have tomorrow? My mouse pad's not working right. Let's go day 2. So tomorrow I'm doing back and buys. So I'm looking forward to that. All right. Well, be blessed. My goal is to come out here live every Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, 1:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And remember that our health is our wealth. Without our health, what else does it matter what earthly possessions we have? Our health is our wealth. And my YouTube channel is a finance channel as well. So I'll say the full slogan: our health is wealth. Our health is wealth. Cash flow is king. Think about that. I used to say cash is king. So health is wealth. Cash flow is king. Cash is queen, and credit is freedom. But health is wealth. Keep that in mind. Remember that and be blessed. And I'll see you on Thursday. Bye for now.